FTW.
FTW Broadcasting. By the way, FTW stands for the win. We bring you that hot StarCraft 2 action. My name is Awall, and joining me, as always, is my boy Danny. I'm glad I could shed some light on that, because I know you guys didn't know what FTW stood for. We are a proud partner with the UEN.com, and the map you're looking at right now, the legendary Lost Temple. We downloaded this one from SC2Replay.com. Great replay site, and this is the ESL Go4SC2 Tournament Series number 51. My pick is down here in the bottom left-hand corner, mouzStrelok or Strelok. I'm calling him Strelok because I am American. He has one win in this tournament series so far, and moving up to the top right-hand corner is Danny's pick, SharkGSjoW. He also has one win, so we're tied up 1-1 in Game 3, the tiebreaker, if you will, and he's playing as the Blue Terran. I know you love your pick, Danny.
Oh, absolutely, and I'm glad you cleared up that FTW thing, because I didn't know what it was. I thought you just kind of picked random letters, and I never really corrected you. And at this point, it'd been so long, I was kind of embarrassed to ask, so I'm glad you brought that up.
Well, what I did, I went into City of Villains and used the random name generator, and FTWBroadcasting was what came up, so I just rolled with it. You know, generally the generator's pretty good.
Well, that's pretty good. It's good stuff. I'm glad to know that. Glad that you know, that's all cleared up. We can finally put that little one to rest here. Meanwhile, we are seeing the builds we saw from both these players to begin with. It's very standard for that Terran versus Terran, and we're going to see Strelok send his SCV out any moment now to scout if he is the same. And so wait a minute, hold on. Did you forget?
Yeah.
Did you forget to call this the legendary Lost Temple?
I know, I called it legendary. Don't you worry.
Okay, I wasn't listening to you.
That's pretty typical. I'm not surprised by that. Where's that early scout? Oh, there it is. The early scout coming from Strelok. Oh, man, the scouting advantage. I'm pulling up the scouting advantage tab right now, and I see Strelok has 100% of it right now.
What button is the scouting advantage tab?
I see it in my head right now. Trust me. Oh no, scouting advantage tab going to Shark right now as his Marine comes out, completely shuts down my scouting advantage joke as Strelok is forced to pull that SCV back. Will he survive? Yeah, he will survive. Nice anticipation by Shark, realizing that the early scout was going to come out early. And one thing that I really like about Lost Temple, both players just have a wide open space in their base, which opens you up for all kinds of medevac drops. And oh, by the way, we have Marine on Marine violence here. Shark's Marine, who pumped up that SCV full of lead earlier, gets hit himself and barely survives with 9 HP.
Yeah, absolutely. That was really uncalled for from the high ground there. But, you know, dirty sportsmanship aside, the Marine does get away. So yes, you're absolutely right. They have this nice wide open area. And then but of course the natural is nice and choked off here. But there is this little ground up here that can be really abused, especially by Terrans dropping siege tanks up there. You used to see that all the time in StarCraft 1. You don't see it a ton in StarCraft 2, but it is still very effective when you can do it, especially in a Terran versus Terran. And both these players have shown a tendency to use siege tanks. Particularly Strelok, just overabundance of siege tanks. Not that you can ever have too many, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him doing a little siege tank drop and, you know, excuse me, get some really heavy duty harass in there.
Oh, you're sneezing, kid. It's probably because this Hellion's rolling across the map, kicking up all kinds of dirt. He immediately gets taken down by those Marines. Yeah, I love that ledge next to the naturals on this map. I'm telling you, medevacs, siege tanks, even Reapers jumping up and down a cliff can be just ridiculously annoying. And we've seen players abuse the heck out of that. Even High Templar up there with the Psy Storm. Blink Stalkers, I mean, all kinds of stuff can use that high ground. Colossi, and the Hellion from Mouz almost gets taken down by those Marines. He's not going to be able to move in there. Yeah, nice job. Pull on back. Both players are going to go ahead and have to regroup. Maybe they'll hear our advice and maybe get some Banshees and Medevacs and really mobilize themselves on Lost Temple.
Well, you see, Shark is pumping out a Banshee right now, so hopefully we'll see him scooting around and killing some SCVs with that. Banshees can be very difficult to be super effective against Terran because of that scan, and if they have the scan available, especially since also with that Raven coming out from Strelok, the Raven with the Marines are pretty much eat Banshees for breakfast, just tear them up. I mean, Banshees are quick and they can get away, but You know, so he's going to have to be very mobile with him, go in there, pick off SCVs as he can. I wouldn't be surprised to see him not get a ton of Banshees, just get that one for maybe a little scouting, a little harass. So we'll see how it all turns out. I don't actually see where his Banshee even went, actually.
It's actually right. It got down here immediately, down to the bottom right-hand corner of Strelok's base. He's just kind of randomly shooting buildings just to kind of piss Strelok off. Takes down an SCV there. That was super dirty. 1 kill. He's still a recruit, though. He's not an honorable person at all. Oh, no. Oh, okay. A siege tank got produced by Strelok there. I thought he was going to be stuck as he's trying to get out between that reactor and that starport. The starport forced to lift off to let that siege tank out. And that almost was a complete new mistake as he's forced to kill this tech lab. I don't really understand that, Danny. Is that advanced play beyond my understanding of this game?
Actually, I think it was just kind of in his way.
All right, fair enough. And Strelok doesn't let anything stand between him and what he wants to do, and this proves it once again. Both players very interested in their natural expansions, once again at about the same time. Command Center being built in Strelok's base, Natural being built in its place for Shark, and he's got both the Raven, the Medevac, and the Banshee right now. Shark does. I like that nice mixture of air units. And once again, Strelok's like, well, all right. Well, if you're going to pump out some air units, I'm going to bust out some Vikings. He's got 2 Vikings in queue right now, which we've seen be very effective. And normally these early game encounters between these two guys that we've seen so far have just been so even. And really, this comp that these guys are using this game, so similar from last game.
Yeah, absolutely. They both going with the if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and they both have 1 win, so you can't exactly fault them for that. So it really is going to come down to micro and tactics. You can't really fault either of their builds that much.
Yeah, you can't fault their builds at all, and on this map especially, well, we see Strelok moving across the map right now. He's got 4 Vikings, as well as that Raven. That's nice and dangerous, take down anything up in the sky. And I'd like to see him, I'd like to see one of these players go ahead and pop an SCV or 2 in a Medevac, roll them across the map, and go ahead and pick up these sneaky island expansions. Nobody's better than the Terran at picking up and securing an island expansion by throwing all kinds of missile turrets around the edge of your base. That is super annoying, and you can just lock down all the resources there and not have to worry about a thing. Strelok kind of testing out of the waters here in front of SJOW's base, moving his SCV into scout once again. God, both of these players are evil. We can't credit either one of them with being against the working man because they both sacrificed the working man left and right. Danny and I, by the way, advocates of the working man. And we get a scan goes down right on top of mouz's army, so his comp is completely revealed. Oh no, are these Vikings going to discover these Medevacs which are trying to sneak around back, or are they going to be able to see them? I don't think they have spotted them yet as they walk right past. Oh god, take down that Medevac in just a couple shots. Beautiful. However, there's that ledge. Our boy Shark using the only units we didn't discuss that you could use here to drop on the ledge. A Marauder here. Pumping that missile turret full of ammunition, and these Marines getting on the ground and just shooting as many SCVs as they can, just kind of wrecking all kinds of havoc. Actually doing a very effective job. All the SCVs forced to pull off the line there. So are you happy, your boy Shark, to use the drop to his advantage?
Yeah, I'm really happy. No, those auto turrets are just going to tear up that Marauder there, though, so that's the end of them. And I apologize for my coughing season. I am actually horribly sick, but nothing could keep me away from this hot StarCraft 2 action. So we have an encounter in here.
God, we do have an encounter. Strelok was trying to build his bunkers there, but those bunkers immediately get focused down. Great job by SJOW moving in so quickly, closing in on those siege tanks. That stim pack advantage. Once again, I'm sorry, the stim packs were in play for Strelok. I didn't really see him use his movement to his advantage, just his attack speed. And now Shark is moving straight in on this natural. All the SCVs forced to pull off the line. Vikings forced to be in land attack mode, if you will, using their Gatling guns, and not quite as effective as you would like with the ground unit, as Marauders just ripped them to bits. They did do a good job of ripping through spare units, as Strelok is just in a really terrible position right now. He doesn't, his economy has been completely just devastated here. Yeah, he goes ahead and GG's out. I mean, he was just in all kinds of bad shape, and your boy Shark would have been able to reinforce like a mofo because his natural was untouched.
Yeah, absolutely. Basically, looks like he got his caught with his pants down, so to speak, but building those bunkers. If they had gone up, it would have been a whole different story. But Shark moved in, used the stem pack advantage to come rolling in, take out those SCVs building the bunkers, really focus those siege tanks. And again, we didn't see that many siege tanks from Strelok, which was the clutch of his win in game one was just overwhelming siege tanks. Had he had 3 or 4 or 5, 8 more siege tanks like he had in game one, it would have been a completely different story.
You're absolutely right. Well, I wonder, okay, so let's see what happened next game. Is your boy Shark going to go for the early game pressure once again? Is mouzStrelok going to turtle up? Who knows? But it's 2-1 right now. Unfortunately, Danny's pick Shark is ahead of my pick Strelok. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you've seen here, you can head on over to our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/FTWBroadcasting. To make it easy, click that blue link there at the bottom of the heart. That'll take you to our channel. You can check out everything we do. Also, you can click in the center of the heart, and that will allow you to subscribe to our channel. We post over 1.2 videos per day. I know that doesn't make sense, but that is what we average. And at the very top, above that, the green link, Go4SC2 tournament series. This isn't our first time around the block here with these series. We cast them all the time. So if you love that sick ESL European action, click that link. We've got so many replays for you to watch. It'll keep you entertained for the rest of your life. Stay tuned for Game 4.